Welcome to the Goat Show, the show where we celebrate and debate all things great. I am joined by my co-hosts, Fresh and Deezy. Guys, just kind of feeling a little bit lonely these days. I just feel like the world is such a sad place. I just feel like I don't want to talk to anybody, or I definitely don't want to get laid anymore. It sucks, man. I don't want to be here anymore.
Wait, you're getting laid? Want to get laid? Yeah, he said he doesn't want to get laid anymore. Like that's the thing he does.
I'm just so lonely. I'm just so bummed, dude. So much crazy shit happening. I don't know. I think I just want to crawl into a hole, and I don't even know. You know what?
He's gone. We lost him.
Yep, that's it.
Well,
that's it. He's gone. We bullied him.
No, we don't do that on the Goat Show, right? Goats don't retreat in the face of adversity and hard times. All right, we push through and we talk about it and we try to make our lives better. And that's the theme of today's episode, because obviously in the culture, there's been a lot of dark things that have been happening. Obviously we did a whole episode, this last episode, on Charlie Kirk. More information has come out about his assailant. There's debate about stuff. We're not going to go into it. I'm just going to assume what the official story is from the FBI, which is that this young gentleman, Tyler Robinson is his name, seems like he was kind of a lonely guy. I think he did have a trans boyfriend, although that's kind of up in the air. I don't know, but he definitely was on these 4chans and these Discords and these Reddits. He definitely seems like he was radicalized, and probably a key component of that may have a little something to do with male loneliness. Somebody not being able to make good friends, make wholesome connections with other people. Maybe in a desperate plea to find connection, he sought out, performing some kind of violent activity. It's not just him. Before that, there's school shootings that recently happened. We're finding a lot of, I follow a lot of red pill content, and I think they said that in the last year or something, like 40% of young men or 50% of young men are not have a lot of them don't have any friends, and a lot of them are not fucking. We got to get these guys fucking. All right. And we got the guest on this show to help talk about this, help these young men, make better friends and make better connections with other people. He's a good friend of mine out here in Jacksonville, although he's currently in Panama City. His name is Ken Feinberg. Welcome to the Goat Show, Ken. We were going to have you on before. I think there was some kind of mix up, but I think it's very appropriate now for you to be on the show, because something that you talk about a lot in what you do is about male loneliness. So we'll get to him and we'll get to you in just a second, good sir. But before we do, Fresh, what do all the lonely femcel, incel motherfuckers out there got to do?
Bro, normally I tell you guys to like and subscribe and comment and hit the bell. You should do that. But really today, just pay the fuck attention. Open your ears.
That's right. Get your hand off your pee-pee. All right. And listen to what we got to say. Ken, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course, man. Like we've had a lot of good times this summer, made a lot of friends.
Absolutely.
Hung out a ton. Maybe more than we should. Had some wild times.
Sure.
But listen, man, maybe you could tell the people out there watching, maybe just a quick bio of who you are, your background, what you're doing currently, and then let's dive into the topic at hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thank you guys for having me on the show. Quick bio on me. Born and raised in New York. 18 years. Decided to make a jump to Miami, to Florida. Felt like it was an appropriate change once I finished high school. Decided to move up with my family in Jacksonville. Finished college there. worked for the county for a few years. Decided to go back to New York pre-COVID, thinking that I would grow my roots there. But then COVID happened. Realized at that time that was probably a mistake, which again many of us did not see coming. And I took a leap of faith. I signed up for the military, which to me, even till this day, was the best decision one of the best decisions of my life. Moved back to Florida. Was a cop for a couple of years. Best experience of my life. Have no regrets of doing that. Worked for the railroad. Great company. And yeah, I'm still proud to say I'm still serving this awesome country.
So let's talk about this. So and that's one thing that impresses me about you. And when we first started hanging out, is that you're juggling so many different things. Let's talk about first. So you're in the reserve. Is that what's going on in terms of your like currently what you're doing with the military?
So yeah, I'm currently with the Army National Guard. Sometimes there's a confusion between the reserve and the guard, but typically the only difference is one is serving the country. It's more so the country, but the guard itself is serving a specific state. So
Okay.
I'm serving specifically the Florida Guard. That's who I am with.
Okay. And what kind of what does that entail? Like what kind of, I mean, you don't have to go into anything that shouldn't be public knowledge, but I'm just saying, what does that entail? Like your responsibilities, things like that.
So my responsibility is just any sort of service member is ensuring the safety and the protection of our country. But with the Guard, what makes it unique is the fact that we do serve under the governor of the state, and we also serve the president of the United States, depending on the action that is called for, depending on the mission. So we do serve both the president and also the governor of the state.
Got it. And then I guess I'm not sure which one is your day job. I guess your other job is with a railroad company. I don't know if you want to state what that is or whatever, but what I find interesting about that gig, it's like a nighttime gig or 20. Like, how does that work? Like, and you're handling logistics. Can you describe what your role is in that?
For sure. Yeah, I'd rather just keep it, generalized. But working for the railroad is something that I didn't think would come across on my plate. I've been very fortunate to be given the opportunity to be part of a company that runs this country, along with all the other railroad companies in the country. Knowing with the kind of the military mindset of having to continue to accomplish a mission of ensuring that us as a railroad, we are part of a critical infrastructure. We ensure that service and goods are constantly delivered on a 24/7 operation. So for me, as a soldier, 24/7 working for the railroad is again another mission that I'm proud to say that I do serve.
So, and by that you mean like you handle logistics in terms of, I mean, you're literally guiding where things go, or I mean,
Correct.
or I'm assuming you're manning some kind of system, but I'm just saying like,
correct.
Your role is to make sure that things get to where they need to be at the appropriate time, and there aren't conflicts.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I work with network operations more on the communications and signal side of things. So we have to ensure that the trains are the trains are running smoothly. Again, we cannot have any delays. We try to avoid that at all costs. But my primary responsibility is ensuring that the trains are running smoothly in an efficient manner, and a very important thing, a safely manner.
Right. Very secure and safe manner.
Correct.
And then on top of all that, you're also, I believe you're becoming certified as a personal trainer. Is that accurate?
That is accurate. Yeah, I'm proud to say I've took the initiative of taking a hobby and a passion that I've had in my heart for a long time, and finally applied myself to actually get certified through ISSA, through their courses. I am nutrition and personal trainer certified. So I'm proud to obtain those certifications, and look forward to obtaining the accredited version to make me more, I guess you could say, more validity to my my credentials.
Yeah. I mean, and Deezy,
I literally just went through that. Yeah, I literally just went through the ISSA and then I
Yeah.
took the NCCPT too, so
Oh,
I got that. So
awesome.
yeah, it's pretty smooth, pretty easy. They give you
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the information that you need, you know. So
Yep.
definitely a good company, and then good support there too. But that's
For sure.
awesome, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I bring all this up, one, because it's fascinating and it shows what kind of person you are, man. You just juggling a lot of things, right? But
Absolutely.
in light of what we we're just talking about, loneliness, especially male loneliness, I find it fascinating that this is also another facet of what you talk about and what you do is talking about the subject of male loneliness. Can you maybe elaborate on how this topic came into your orbit, and is there a reason, like, were you experiencing this, or what's the story with this topic and why you have taken it on as sort of a cause?
Yeah, great question. Loneliness, it really hit me hard, just out of the blue. I was working out one day and it occurred to me, just nonchalantly observing the gym, just watching and the people watching essentially. And I noticed that the gym is supposed to be a I guess you could say another home where you kind of figure yourself out as a person, and you try to understand yourself as a person, and at the same time you get to meet others that share that same um passion of fitness and health. And I think at the time that we're in now, with all the politics and the differences that are going on in this country, I feel like the human element is starting to diminish by the day, which is sad to say. Individuals on both ends, men and women, whatever, they don't know how to just, I don't know, approach to say, hey, good morning, just something simple, just to kind of start a conversation. We lack that simple art of socializing, I feel. And it hit me that we need to break out of that type of what we consider to be the norm. We need to take initiative. We need to take a leap of faith. We need to overcome that social anxiety, that social fear that we have, because we all have it. That's just natural. But I feel like that a lot of individuals have this sense of judgment. People judge them without knowing them as a person. And I think for more so for men, we have this society has this stigma towards us that we're this and we're that. And I say that because I say that as in a general sense. So I've taken the initiative to start making videos of how us as men need to take healthy risks and um healthy risks, and not something that's going to obviously jeopardize your life or your health, but risks that will continue to improve your life and improve you as a person. And I
Well, okay,
myself
so
and my Mhm.
if you don't mind, I want to. Sorry to interrupt, but I want
Yeah,
to unpack some of the things you're saying here, because I think
sure,
there's a couple of different things.
sure.
The first thing I want to understand from your perspective is, what do you what is the cause? Or let me zoom out a little bit. Like, when I was growing up, I grew up in a small town. Okay,
Mhm.
and it's the kind of place where if you're driving down the road and you see somebody, even if you don't have no idea who they are, like, that
Right.
person waves to you, you wave to them, and it's kind of just one of those things. It's like, okay, I'm a friendly person, you're a friendly person, nothing to worry about here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it'd be one of the things, like, if someone didn't wave, they would might even see that as a slight or a concern. Like, oh,
Mhm.
even if you're a total stranger and you don't engage in that behavior, there might be something wrong there.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a remnant of uh cultural remnant of something. I don't know. What is your thought on why we're less communal? Why do we or do you, well, I guess that is a bigger question too. Like, are we less communal now than we used to be? Has it always been this way? What are your thoughts? Have we lost something?
Well, I feel like the phones for sure. I think just technology and social media have become a blessing. It's a blessing at the same time. It's an evil. Um, we're so addicted to that dopamine hit of seeing who like to post or who like to comment, whatever the case is. But what you mentioned about culture, I can say, born and raised in New York, it's different from the South, and that's something that I have an appreciation for, is that Southern hospitality. The northern states, I can say that we really don't communicate on a I guess you could say a delicate level. We're just very in your face. It's black and white, transparent. Um, Everyone is just in their own world. They're focused on themselves. And when I moved to Florida, it was weird when somebody would say good morning or hey, how are you? Or they would just introduce themselves. It threw me off. And that was, for me, a cultural shock. And even till this day, I mean, I've lived in Florida, shoot, for, I can't even keep track of how long I've been here, but I've been here for a very long time. And there are times where it's still, I get shocked by it when somebody will say, hey, good morning, or thank you very much. I'm not used to that still, as weird as that might sound. But I say one is cultural for sure, and secondly, it's definitely the our devices, our cell phones, smartphones.
So, well, okay, so it's kind of funny that you bring this up because I can't remember when it was. Maybe it was a couple episodes ago. Because I kind of feel like sometimes though New York is more honest, and that's better, right? Like we had there's a video. I think you brought up Deezy, right? Like this group of guys clowning this dude because he looked like Buzz Lightyear because he had a yeah. Have you seen that video? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he had like a and I don't know. Like there's a part of me that's like that never happens in the South. It's always like smile to your face, and then bless your heart, that kind of stuff. And I kind of, in
Yeah,
a way, I'm like, maybe it's better in New York. Like people are just straight up, they're honest, they say exactly what they feel, and
yeah,
then you move on. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I've been so accustomed to it for so many years. It's just it's a nice cultural change for me. It's just a nice break of the norm to be part of a state where there's more, in my eyes, and more respect. There's more of that. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. I mean, this is something even before I even signed up for the military. But I just, again, for me, I have more appreciation of that type of culture down here than I did back in New York. And I'm not saying that I have anything against being a northerner. I mean, I've learned so much culturally. I've met so many nationalities. I've tried so many types of food. So it's made me a well-rounded individual, and I know how to assimilate myself with different cultures and so forth. So I have nothing, no regrets about that. But again, for me, as I've gotten older, the the move from the north to the south is was an appropriate choice again from when COVID had happened. But the way I want to live my life is I prefer it in the South.
So I guess my follow-up question to that is, in what way do you feel like you've struggled with loneliness? I mean, that's if that's because that's something that you really care about. Like how have you
Yeah.
struggled with loneliness, and what are some of the tools that you use to sort of break out of that?
But if having moments of loneliness, my way of tackling that is I go to areas what I find interesting in, and besides going to the gym, and again, the gym is, I would say, will always be my first place to kind of get me out of that rut. Um, Secondly, is going to some sort of a coffee shop. It could be some sort of a social event. Join some group on a social media group. I think would be an ideal way of breaking out of that loneliness, and also keeping in touch with family. I mean, family is so important. I think a lot of us forget that they might be annoying. They might be saying things that you just don't want to hear, but I think that's so important is keeping in touch with family. And if there were friends that you haven't spoken to in a while, give them a call. I mean, we shouldn't feel that we're restricted on keeping in contact with them, and that we shouldn't feel like there's some sort of a barrier that said, no, you can't talk to them. I commend anyone to call your closest friends. I mean, we all need that human interaction, that companionship.
I guess with a busy schedule like yours, where you're juggling a lot, because I think a lot of people have a lot going on now. I mean, it used to be, I don't know, like, I think maybe the expectations were less, especially of men, of like what you were supposed to do, who you're supposed to be. It was enough to just have, like, you know, you just have your 9-to-5 job, you know, you do your thing. And then it seemed like maybe back in the day, it was just a lot easier for people to make friends, and especially, you know, I also think like relationships seem to be a lot easier, you know, and maybe one aspect of that is that you now have social networks and Instagram. And so you can see all of the wonderful things of the world, but at the same time, there's definitely a feeling of FOMO, or a feeling of, oh, like my life isn't enough. I'm not with the, you know, I don't have this full, you know, world of friends, or I don't have, so I'm just not even going to try. I'm just going to recede. It's overwhelming. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you feel that we place too high an expectation on ourselves as men? Is it the opposite? We don't do enough as men to take action and to make our lives happen.
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, for me, I know I'm guilty of it, where I think at times I've compared myself to others, which I shouldn't. I should not. We all want to, of course, you know, achieve and accomplish everything. The fear of missing out, because, you know, as we get older, we feel like time flies. But for me to overcome that, I've taken the steps of, and I'll say the military was probably one of the best things I've done. It's helped me see things in a different perspective. I've traveled to, you know, quite a few states. I've done a lot of things to protect this country, and it's taken me out of that mindset of feeling lonely, and I always just myself. I like to do things. I have to keep myself busy, and that's something that I have to do. That's what, I mean, gets me out of that.
Do you recommend the military for people that feel isolated, or feel like they don't have a sense of belonging?
Yes and no. The reason I did, again, when I joined the military when I was late, 31, I did it because I wanted it to.
Oh wow, that's like late.
Yeah, that's late. For me, I again, joining at 31 was a great age, because again, I already had life experience, so I knew what I wanted, but I wanted more. I wanted to add more to my life. I wanted to do more. I always recommend anybody that wants to join the service is, if they want to see the world, they want to travel, they want to be part of some sort of a brotherhood or even a sisterhood. And again, if there are, you know, females that are watching, I encourage it. You're not losing much. You do a short contract, and again, I'm not selling it, but you just do a short-term contract. If it's something that you truly enjoy, you rock it out until retirement, you get your pension. If not, find some sort of a passion that you have, a hobby, and then make that into some sort of a career where you can be your own boss and make positive changes in society. I mean, it's not for everyone. It's not. But if you really, really want to dig inside yourself and say, hey, you know what, I think I need to change and kind of really find my inner self, then I say join it. I say absolutely join it.
How do you? I mean, what do you find is most effective when you're juggling a lot in your life, for being able to? I mean, I guess what I am interested in, maybe improving, maybe learning more about, is I just think that there are expectations of, or I don't know. It feels like a lot of younger people. It just shocks me that there's this idea that like people can't make friends at all. Like that was never a thing for me growing up. And I think for a lot of even, and I was a nerd, dude. Like I was a geek. I was like, whatever, but I never had an issue with like, okay, like fine. I may not be hanging out with the coolest kids in school, but like I'm finding the art kids. I'm finding the, the kids who like to play video games, or I'm finding, what I'm saying? Like you find your people, and there's never this issue of like a fear of, especially with like, other guys, like a fear of making friends. Like, I don't know, is that a skill set that now has to be taught, that people, I don't know, like you're around, I'm assuming in the military, you're around young guys. Like what are you seeing? What, are they struggling to make friends?
I kind of see it. I do. I mean, there are cliques in the military. Again, just like on the civilian side, you have soldiers that they have this they have commonalities. They have same interests, and they just click and they gravitate towards each other. I've seen where there's soldiers that seem lost, they seem lonely, or they're introverts. And again, that's them. But me being in the military,
do you see it as do you see it as important that people have friends, that they have people they can talk to?
Absolutely. We have to. We're human. That's just us as a human as a species. We need to be close. We need to interact. We need to interact.
I have here, for anybody out there, I don't know. I always felt like this book had a lot of impact on me, which was How to Win Friends and Influence People. Mm-hmm. And I have a summary here of some of the things that it says to do. All right. I want to practice this more in my life. All right. Here, first thing. All right. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. I don't know, dudes. I do that all the time. I kind of disagree with this.
Condemn or complain about what?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of disagree with this. I feel like sometimes when you criticize, condemn, or complain with other people, and you have the same things, like when you bitch about the same things, that oftentimes can be a bonding experience. I don't know. Maybe Napoleon Hill was wrong about that one. But it says here, give honest and sincere appreciation. I feel that. I sense that. Deezy, I appreciate you, bro. I don't say it all the time, man, but I appreciate you, man. Fresh.
For what?
Yeah, what do you appreciate, brother?
Honest and sincere, bro. You can't just be general.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate your co-hosting.
We appreciate you too, G.
You might need to reread that book, buddy.
Here's another one for all you people out there that maybe having trouble making friends. Arouse in the other person an eager want.
That's easy, bro. You need to talk to people, and you need to figure out what their pain points are and what makes them excited. And when you find something that makes them excited, you talk to them about it. And then you get them talking, and then they're talking about something that makes them excited. And you don't have to talk anymore. You can just listen.
But Napoleon Hill saying you must arouse. I don't know if you meant it that way. I'm just saying. That's what but you're right, Deezy. You're actually right. I agree with what you're saying. Find out what that person might be interested in. Learn about them. Learn about their interests. Talk to them about it.
It's crazy. If you take a general interest in people and you show that, generally they will reciprocate, right? Like,
yeah.
It's I know it seems like a wild concept, but it generally does work.
We're not laughing at you if you struggle to do this, all right? We're just
I'm laughing at you.
What? You saying I don't take interest in people? I just care about myself.
Well, you couldn't even tell us why you appreciated us or whatever the fuck it was, bro.
I appreciate y'all because you're my homies, man. What do you want me to say? 6 ways to make people like you. All right, let's go through this. Okay, we talked about this. Become genuinely interested in other people. genuinely, a genuine interest in other people.
Crazy.
Smile.
Just like that.
Smile. Smile. Like the Joker
Listen,
said.
all right, I'm gonna follow up everything you say with another quote if I got it. Act the
Okay.
way you want to feel and your feelings will follow. Okay? So
Ooh.
if you're in a shitty mood and you smile and you keep smiling and you find something to laugh about, you won't be in a shitty mood anymore. Your body will be like, okay, I'm
Make
smiling.
it till you make
That
it
was funny.
emotionally.
Life's not bad. We're
Yeah.
good. So act how you want to feel and
Fake
your
it till
feelings
you
will
make it
follow.
emotionally.
There you
Fake it till
go.
you make it. Fake that shit. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see that shit. Unhappy face. Damn. Better smile. Better fake that shit.
My mom said, fix your face. Fix
Or
your
I'll
face.
fix it for you.
That's right.
Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Deezy, Fresh, Ken.
Very important.
Names are
That's
very
not my name.
important.
Listen,
Very important.
as
You
a
can
person,
say my name.
as
now.
a person
You can
with
say
a
my
name that people continuously forget, my name is Demetrius, and
I was gonna say my name's
Dimitri.
not Fresh Ravine.
I'll get Dimitri all the time. I'll get people just will like not know how to say my name, so I literally have had to cut my name down to just D or Deezy, so people
You
can
know what?
remember it.
That's some bullshit, though, man. Listen, y'all say people's names the way the name is said. All right, so we don't have to cut down no name.
My name is
Bro,
always
I have
jacked up.
like trophies from like sports in junior high and shit where they spelled my name wrong. My school, bro.
Jeez.
They, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
It's traumatic, man. People learn how to spell your friend's name too. How do you spell it? DMITRIUS.
RIUS.
See, I know how to spell his name.
Yeah,
That's why we're good friends.
I'm glad, bro. You have my social security number too, so I mean, I hope you know how to spell my
Do
name.
Say my name. This is key. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves.
I agree.
I said
I
that
agree.
earlier. Yeah, find what people like to talk about, and make them talk about it.
Wait, what were we talking about earlier, DC? I don't remember.
Well,
Anyway.
I said find things that make people excited, and you get them.
See, I'm not a good friend. I'm a terrible friend. I never listen to anybody
Fucking
but
jackass.
myself. Ken, talk in terms of other person's interests. We talked about that.
Yep.
Oh, here it is. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Ken, you are an important member of society, all right? You're in the military, protecting our country. That matters. Making the railroads run on time, literally. That matters.
You know what's
You're an
crazy,
important
though?
person, and I appreciate
Amazon
it.
packages. Don't forget Amazon packages. I gotta make sure you guys get your Amazon packages on time.
Oh shit,
bro.
You
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
You actually are very important now.
Yeah,
Look,
Amazon
look,
Prime. Yep.
all of a sudden, Ravine's not faking it no more. He's like, oh shit.
he's like, I pay for Amazon
you
Prime,
are-
so yeah, I really
You
do
are very
appreciate you.
important, man.
Gotta make sure those deliver, man.
That's right.
All right, that's important. I'm letting you know that, man. Okay, this is the next, I believe, the next part of the book. How to win people to your way of thinking. How to make them think the way you want them to think. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. What? You say that?
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
don't agree. I disagree.
I agree. I agree because every time I ever get into an argument, even if I win, I still feel like shit, bro. Because I had to argue a point or something. I
Okay.
had to be on defense. I had to fight. So sometimes, not always, there are things you stand on
Nah,
business, but
Debate
there are
is
some
like
things that
debate,
you
like
just
this
are
thing
not
is-
worth the argument.
bro, but debate is like a key pillar of our society.
No, I get it. But there are some things that are like there's no point to debate, and then there are things that are like these are my principles and morals, so I'm going to tell you this is why I feel that way, versus like a small confrontation or a disagreement in something small, or unless you really feel like you're going to change that person's mind, it's most of the time
My
A
autism,
lot.
That I can agree with. Yeah.
my autism doesn't allow me to follow that. hear you say something that is just not factual, I'm gonna have to let you know it's not factual. So I don't know. Sorry.
What about you, Ken? Do you have the tism? Do you have to be right? You have to have the argument?
I need facts. I mean, if it's not objective, then no.
I go to
I need
asking
facts.
questions before I go to defending a point.
Yeah.
You know, like if somebody says something that I know is not factual, I'm not going to immediately correct them. I'm going to ask more questions about it until they don't know. And then I'll be like, well, then I read this. I'm just going to make sure that they fully say everything that it is around that, because I don't want me to counter and then they'll be like, oh, yeah, well, or whatever. I'm going to give them the chance.
You have to understand, bro. Like, I understand what you're saying, but the way my brain is wired is like, I'm not saying this because I need to
fire. As soon as you hear it, you're like,
yeah, because I'm not saying it because I need to be right. I'm already right. I'm already right. Before you know it or not, I'm already right. I'm just telling you so you now have the correct information. That's all, bro. Like, so
Listen,
at the end of the day, if you don't accept it and you want to argue it, that's on you.
That's on them.
Now you have the correct information.
Listen, Fresh, you're wrong. All right, let's go to the next one. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say you're wrong.
I wouldn't.
All right, well,
I
you're not
honestly
wrong,
agree
Fresh.
with that. I try to remove wrong out of my vocabulary. I don't want to tell people that they're wrong, but I'll tell them why I think that's not true. I'll say from my opinion or from my point of view or from my standpoint, and I'll always preface those things that I'm saying. If somebody says I think this or that, and I'll say, well, I think this because.
Nah, if it's just
I
your
know
opinion, it's subjective, and opinions
right.
are like assholes. Everyone's got
but
one.
I'm not going to tell somebody they're wrong. I'm just going to say this is what I think and
if they're
why.
wrong, they're wrong. What are you talking about?
It's an opinion.
That's crazy.
I like a good I like doing that.
If someone is doing wrong or being wrong, that's different.
Right.
But if somebody is like just like wrong about a number, wrong about something that's
objectively wrong, I don't think it's bad to say you're wrong.
That's fair. I mean, if something's not there and someone says something is there, then you should probably tell them, no, that's not there. You know, I get it. There are certain things where you just are objective. I think that this is what my mom used to say, street smarts and book smarts, and you need to have both. And book smarts is knowledge, and street smarts is how to fucking talk to people and learn people, figure out what they need from you, what they want from you, what are they looking to gain today in their day-to-days. Because everybody is looking to gain, whether it's a quick hit a dopamine in the interaction, or maybe they're trying to network, or maybe they want to gain knowledge. But everybody is trying to gain something. All of us. And if you can figure that out and you can play into what they're looking to gain, then you became the friend.
Wait, what?
Then don't be wrong, bro.
If you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. I was wrong.
Well, I gotta admit it, but I can't tell you. I gotta be like, I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm wrong. But if
that's
you're
called
wrong,
accountability.
You're not.
But holding other people accountable is important. So I agree. You can't be accountable, but then everyone else around you is not accountable, and you can't say anything to them to hold them accountable. Like, you can't do that. That's a fucking. That's how we got to where we are right now.
With guys, sure. With women, never say you're wrong. You will never hear the end of it.
Buzzer.
That's coming from a guy who's not married. All right. You know how many times I've told my wife she's wrong?
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna apologize emphatically. I was wrong.
Two.
You were right, Deezy.
I remember both black eyes.
Y'all crazy. Ken's gonna leave the show if you keep talking like this. He's not gonna want to be our friend.
He's enjoying. He's laughing. He's having a great time.
You guys are good.
Next point. Begin in a friendly way. How do you do, good sir? I would like to speak to you about something that is rather troublesome. That's how you should be talking to your friends, not
Begin
hey
in a
motherfucking
friendly way.
bitch. Fuck
Hey, you know
you,
what's
man.
funny?
You ain't you.
Is I have one friend, and he's one of my best friends. His name is Garrett, and there's not a friendly thing about the way that we talk to each other. I'm like, "What's up, fat ass bitch? When are you gonna lose weight and come spar me?" And he'd be like, "What's up, you little punk ass bitch boy? I'm gonna come lay these hands on you." Like, we'll just talk shit. He's like a 6'7" heavyweight dude. We used to spar together. He's one of my best friends, but like we're completely opposite of that. It's just like, if there's not some sort of demeaning the other person, even if we're like, "I love you, you stupid bitch," like, it's got to be in there, you know. We keep each other strong. That's like my tough skin guy that like at any time I could just be like, "You're a bitch," and just like not say anything for the rest of the day, and he'll just laugh at it. He'll laugh at it. And later
I'm
he'll
starting to
send me a
question how
meme.
many friends Napoleon Hill actually had, because it seems like the
None.
opposite of everything he says to do is how you make friends and influence people. What's next on the list? Let the other person. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Get the other person saying yes, 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 yes.
Oh, I do
Immediately.
that, baby.
Get him saying yes, people. Yeah.
Precious silent.
Yes.
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 So that
let
means
the other person.
ask questions where their only answer is yes. That's how you start that.
Why are you gay?
You
Give
are
them
gay.
questions where their only answer is yes.
Okay.
Is the sky blue?
I mean, you can ask like that, but I mean,
I'm joking.
you know.
Well, here's the next thing. Let the other person do a great deal of the talking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. That's huge. When people
Tell
talk,
me more. Tell me more about this.
when people
Uh,
talk, they feel valuable.
Oh, here's a good one. Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers.
Mm.
That's a great idea you had, Fresh, about admitting when you're wrong.
What- It was
That's a
my
great idea.
idea.
You should admit. Yeah, when you were saying
It wasn't my
you admit
idea.
you're wrong all the time. That was a great idea.
Yeah, I know.
I think. Yeah, I can't believe you came
I
up with
know.
it, but you
Thank
did,
you.
and that's great.
I know. Thank you. I wrote
I
that
mean,
book.
I'm pretty sure that's in a book, a really old book.
Yeah,
But
I wrote that book, bro. He already.
Yeah, that was
convinced me of it.
a
I'm
great
sorry.
book, and it's
I'm
full of
full-
great
I'm
ideas that
fully
you came up
convinced,
with.
bro. Yeah, that's it. I'm fully convinced. Ravine's got me. I'm convinced. I wrote a book way back when.
Let's see what's next on this list on how to win friends and influence people. Try honestly. How about this? Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view.
And I think that's just good advice, anyways. Like
Yeah.
in general, when you're talking to people, like don't talk at them. Listen to
Right.
what they're saying to you. You know, consider what they're saying. Don't just like be off in your own world, living everything in your head.
You know what, Ken? I agree with that point of view. I agree with your point of view on this. I see what you're saying. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires.
I don't know about that, bro.
everything
Yeah.
but socialism.
There's a
No, there's a lot more, but yeah.
there's a lot.
I'm sympathetic.
Of
I want people to give me shit too, for free.
Uh-huh.
Where's my shit?
Oh yeah.
I'm tired of working.
I don't
man.
want to get
I sympathize.
canceled, so I'm just not gonna say all the things that I don't sympathize with, and we're just gonna move on to the next point.
I know motherfucking simp. What's next?
All right. Next is appeal to nobler motives.
What?
The
Well,
fuck
People
does that
people
mean?
will listen to you and be your friend if you appeal to a higher way of thinking. A nobler.
What does that
purpose.
mean? What does that
Nobler
mean?
motives.
Noble. What is a more noble motive?
So for example, I might say to Ken, "Hey Ken, I don't know, you shouldn't eat that Twinkie because you have, the ability to become an Adonis, and if you eat that Twinkie, it might stop you from being able to pursue that nobler purpose." You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
I
like
think that
it's more
works.
like it's more like what look, we found breaking technology that could like help cure diseases, and we have two options. We can go the path where we make a shit ton of money and it's not giving people the full fucking experience, and we slowly roll that out over time. And so like even though we could have already cured all the diseases, instead we're choosing to get money versus we release all of that information and we solve all of those problems, and that is appealing to the more noble cause in a grand scheme, right?
Right.
Like
And that
imagine we
works.
had
When you tell people that the world can be a better place,
Yeah.
they automatically just go, you know what? Damn, never thought about that. I'm going to give up this money and, do something for a nobler motive. So there you go. That's one way to make friends.
I like that.
Napoleon Hill was a fucking loser. Alone and jerked off every night, bro.
I didn't realize this was going to be a review of this book. Okay. Let's new section here. Okay. Be a leader. How to change people without offense
Okay,
or
wait.
resentment.
Before you say number one, I want you to tell me what he led. What did he lead?
Listen. Listen.
No,
So
what did
the
he
story
lead?
goes, he was hanging out with these Carnegies and these, these of his era, these big wigs. And this is the information they told him about how to win friends and influence people. This is what they said to do so that they could, be popular.
Sources, trust me, bro.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Be a leader. How to change people without offense or resentment. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. You guys are great. I appreciate you guys. Now let's go kill a bunch of people. Okay,
Yo,
next.
Honestly, bro, like you do a really great job at this show, but you're fired.
That's not very appreciative. And it doesn't sound like praise to me. All right, next. Call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. You don't confront them directly about what they're doing wrong.
What if
come
I
like
mix
that?
that?
You said you
What if I
suggest
mix that
improvements.
one with praise? Like, what if you're like, I'm really impressed by how long you've been putting off our website, ZiLLY.
What were you saying, Ken? What do you think, Ken? That he's saying don't just come out there and address the issue. Come at it from, soften the blow a little bit. Come at it from a little indirect angle. Do you think that that's the correct way?
And in the military, the way you mention you bring up the soldiers, as we say, deficiency is not just it's not playing it off. You suggest to them, you're like, hey, try this, or let's do it this way. Let's look at it at this perspective. We don't just shut down their decision just because they got it wrong, because you don't want to shut their thinking that whatever they decide to do is always wrong. So we have to, as soon to be leaders, we have to show them the right way to do it without insulting and belittling them. That's how we do it. And I mean, for me, this a couple of soldiers that I've had under my belt, depending on whatever we had going on, I would just make suggestions like, "Hey, look, I think this is more appropriate. This is more efficient. This is more optimal." So just certain words that, again, it's reinforcing positivity, but I'm not shutting them down from thinking or making their own decisions.
Okay.
And to me, it's always worked. And again, I like for my soldiers to think that I am approachable, which I am, and I've always gotten positive results from that.
Okay, that's legit. I mean, that's one of the things on here is ask questions instead of giving direct orders.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, questions are good.
Okay, questions are good. So you can question people, you can't question things, and people will accept that you question things, and they will treat you with respect.
I like it.
Okay. Talk about your mistakes before criticizing the other person.
I do that, or I include myself when I'm not included. So like I'll say, we fucked this up, even though it was you. It was you, and you know it was you. Because listen, you know I'm doing this to like be your dog. Like I'm, you know what I mean? I'm doing this to be your homie. You know I didn't fuck up. You know it was you.
You know that I know that we both know.
Yeah, it was you.
We know. We know.
I've done that one. Fallen on the sword many a time for the sake of the friendship. Let the other person save face. That's the next thing on the list. So yep, that's exactly what it is. I
have a hard time with I have a hard time with it though, with letting people save face. I'm okay with it if I initiate it. If you say we, I have a problem. Like if you say it before I say it,
yeah,
you can say it after this point forward. You have the ability to say we. I've given you the go ahead to say we. But until I say it, I don't know, bro. Maybe just don't say it.
Oh man, it's so funny. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I absolutely agree on that. For sure.
Okay. Yep. Give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. That's a good one. I actually do agree with that. Like making them like saying you're better than this. That's I don't know. Parents use that shit a lot, right? They guilt trip you. They go.
Yeah, but see, the way you just did it is guilt trip, right?
Okay. What's the way to do it?
Whereas like when we're all together, I'm like, yeah, bro, like Ravine is so quick and good at getting websites up, bro. And then the next time you talk to Ken, now you're gonna feel like you have to have the website up. You know what I mean?
No pressure though. No pressure.
No pressure though.
No pressure.
I don't know if this is working.
Look, we were talking about men getting laid earlier, and we can't even provide them the horny goat weed.
Oh man.
Feeling really, you're really winning me over and influencing me right now.
We love you.
Use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Go ahead. Provide encouragement.
Honestly, bro. Yeah, honestly, you know how good you are at this stuff. I don't know why you're procrastinating. It'll take you but a few hours. No, but like it's not even a lie, right? All of this has been true.
And finally, make the other person happy about doing what you suggest.
Bro, we're gonna make money if you just do it. You understand? Like the website is to make money.
All right, I hear what you're saying. I appreciate.
Are you happy to do it?
I appreciate your input. I appreciate your encouragement.
He appreciates you.
I appreciate you, and I mean that genuinely. And I will take into consideration my higher purpose of building a website for the Ghost Show.
That's beautiful.
There we go. You just want me. You just influence me. So the point is right. Point is right.
Look, there you go. He led something finally. He's got one friend. I'm his buddy. His first friend.
His first friend. I don't know. There's things here. I don't know. Again, this is a summary by AI. So, you know, if I missed something, got something wrong, all you Napoleon Hill super fans out there, go ahead and let us know in the comments here. Ken, So what's on the radar for you, man? So you can be training people. I know you're out in Panama City. Oh, we'll put your I guess your IG and stuff in the show notes. Everybody hit him up. Train with him. If you're under his command, do what he says. All right. Don't not do what he says. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. Okay. You gotta do what he says. He might be a nice guy. He might show you genuine appreciation, but
Yeah.
He might appeal to your higher motives.
We'll have to cross collab on a workout plan, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
What
wait, before but I need to know, because right now we figured out how to win friends. How do we not kill people, bro? Because
right.
I don't know.
Right. One thing that you can do is just resist the urge to kill. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it, because it's not cool. It's not a good thing to do.
It's not nice.
It's not nice. It's really not. It's really not serving your higher purpose.
There you go.
It's really not what you could be. You could be someone that helps people, but instead you're killing them. That's not good. You can be more people. So don't do it. All right. How's that? Do you think that influenced some people not to kill?
Maybe. You should have kept going. You should have finished that off with "Give your life to Jesus Christ." Do it.
You could try that. Ken, what let me ask you this, because we'll probably hop out of here in a minute here too. But in your experience, in all seriousness, in your experience, what do you feel has been the most effective way for you to be able to get over feelings of loneliness and meet people and make such amazing friends, such as yours truly?
Yeah. I've taken the initiative of looking for social groups on Facebook. I will say that's one of the few positives of social media, is being able to find like-minded individuals with passions and hobbies and interests, and even some differences. I mean, that's what makes it. That's how you meet people, even through differences. Huge shout out to Jack Social Media, or Jack Social in Jacksonville. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I would have met you, Ravine. I would have never met you. So
right, I'm gonna. All right, enough of this Napoleon Hill, whatever shit. All right, fuck this. All right, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to do to make a lot of friends, because I made a lot of friends this summer. Okay?
Yeah, just start talking to people.
I'm gonna lay it out, man. For real. This is for real. I'm not fucking around. All right, this is what you're gonna do. You fucking incel ass motherfucker. Get the fuck off. First of all, you're gonna get the fuck off your couch or whatever you're sitting on. You get your dick out of your hand, and the first thing I would do is because you can also make money doing this. All right, is drive Uber. Well, you can before the cyber cab comes out. Go drive Uber. Do a couple hours a week. Okay, I'm dead serious. This helped me with my social skills, because when you drive Uber, a bunch of random ass strangers get in your car, and you got to handle that shit. All right, you have an opportunity. If you do that like maybe 1 or 2 days a week, you get paid, first off. And the second thing is you have all these opportunities to have conversations with people. Okay. And they get out of your car. Like, you never have to see them again. So as long as you don't say anything too wild to get a bad rating, your social skills will improve. I'm dead serious. Like I drove Uber in LA for 2-3 years, and that would really help me get better at my social skills. All right. And you'll meet all kinds of different people. You'll meet old ladies, you'll meet hot chicks, you'll meet whatever, and you'll learn how to talk. Okay. So that's one practical recommendation. While you can still do it before the AI takes over, go drive some Uber, get paid, talk to people, improve your social skills. Okay. That's my first recommendation. All right. This is real shit right here. All right. Next thing that you can do, classic phrase, always be valuable. Okay. Listen, we can talk about lovey-dovey, doo-dah, la, 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 but at the end of the day, a friendship, a relationship, there's an exchange of value. Somebody is doing something that you like, that you value, and you're doing something that they like, that they value. All right. So be valuable.
It sounds familiar. Sounds oddly familiar from earlier in the show. Someone said something about people. Everyone's looking. Never mind.
I'm just saying, like, be you can be valuable. So here's one, like one thing that I was doing when I first got to Jacksonville. I didn't know anybody. Was I go to these events like a Jack Social or whatever, and I just pull out my phone and do a little filming, and then post that shit on my stories on Instagram and tag the host, tag the venue, tag whoever, the cool people in the thing. And guess what? That allows you to then open a thread with somebody. You provided value. You send them the video. Hey, here's a video of you. They post it on their story, whatever. It gets the conversation going. And oftentimes, I'll say this: if you do that for someone who's hosting an event and you do it enough times, they will actually approach you and be like, "Thank you for filming things at my event because I don't got the money for a content creator, or I don't have I'm hosting the thing and it's a pain in the ass for me to film the content, and you're doing it for free. Thank you." And guess what? They're going to invite you to more cool shit. And then guess what? You're going to meet a lot more people, and you can go from there. So there you go. You ain't got to read this Napoleon Hill shit.
No
Just
secret.
be valuable. Do shit.
No
Be of service to your fellow man. How about that?
I like that.
Be of service.
Love all serve all, baby.
Love all, serve all. I like that. So there you go. You do that, you'll be and you'll be cool too. Like believe me, you film a DJ doing DJ shit, and then you post it on your stories, and then whatever, and you make a friend with the DJ, and then now you're hanging out with the DJ.
Yeah.
Now he's telling you, hey, I'm DJing at this spot. You show up to the spot, guess what? You walk in, what's the DJ do? DJ goes, oh shit, it's the homie Deezy. Oh shit. Fresh up in here. What's going on, bro? Now you're high-fiving the DJ, right? Now that cute chick that you wouldn't have talked to before is sitting over there looking at you.
Stop talking
going,
about
who's
my
that guy?
life like that, bro. Stop talking about my life. This guy's like giving my life away. When you walk into the club, they don't have a big sign with your name on it that says like Ravine's here, and they bring you like 10 bottles.
I'm just saying, man. Or deal drugs. I mean, come on. That's a good way to make friends. Anyway.
I don't know about all that. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go.
Don't tell Ken though, okay? Like, just don't let Ken know. He might turn you in. Okay. This has been a good stream. I think we've educated some people. There's no need to be an incel. There's no need to be a lonely, desperate, angry, hurt person that's going to do something crazy like what happened. There's practical things you can do. I think part of it is also you just got to take charge of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your life.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for some, there may be an afterlife if you believe in that, and that's cool. But I think even if you believe in afterlife, you should treat this life like it's the most precious thing you have. Like, you only have one of it, as far as we know. Unless you're Hindu, then you might have infinite lives, but you're not going to have the same life. I don't know. I'm just saying it's your life. Value it, treat it right. Go do cool shit. Don't fuck around. Don't bring misery to other people and their lives.
Fuck your life. Fuck your couch.
All right. Anything you want to say, Ken? Any last words before we mosey on out of here?
I encourage every man to at least take the step to go to the gym. I think the gym is a great stepping stone. If you want to change yourself, I always say you change your body. People judge you real quick on how you look. If you can, I mean, straight up, if you can make yourself look presentable, I'm not saying looking like a brick house or an Olympia man, but if it shows that you take initiative of looking good and taking pride of your own body, because your body is your vessel and your vehicle. And if you can take at least that first step, that right there, you just probably solve 70% of your problems. Socially, physically, mentally, emotionally. It does so much for you. And it's so cheap. And there's no excuse. 24 hours in a day, it only takes 45 minutes to an hour to make those little improvements, which will have a long-term result. And yeah.
And you probably make some bros in the gym too.
You don't even need weights.
You don't even need weights. Do some fucking body squats. Do some push-ups,
Yeah.
some sit-ups.
Calisthenics.
Spend
Yep.
some time.
Yeah. And people will gravitate towards you. Yep.
Right, and you can be a male stripper, make a little extra cash on the side.
There you go.
You can, and maybe
You
meet
fucking
your sugar
degenerate.
mama. Might
Hey.
meet your sugar mama.
You fucking
70,
degenerate.
80 years old. She conks out. Now you're really rich. There you go.
As a degenerate.
Hey, that's the Ann Nicole strategy, man. It's sound. It's sound. Anyway. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Ken. Get your fit right. Not just your body, but also your fit. It's
That's
important.
right.
Any last words, gentlemen, before we hop on out of here? Trying to tell the people out there what they need to do to be able to make friends and not kill people.
Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. Go fuck yourself.